Oh, we're not telling people what to eat. We're just telling people to knock off putting poison in what we eat. Vani Hari is a New York Times best-selling author and health activist known as the Food Babe. All right, Food Babe, what are they putting in our food?
They're putting all kinds of chemicals that are banned and heavily regulated in other countries. American iconic companies are using ingredients that are safer and better in other countries while serving us the more toxic, poisonous version. We have the biggest cereal companies in the United States feeding our kids artificial food dyes that they don't use in countries like Australia, Canada, all of Europe, in India. It's a travesty that we allow our own American food companies to do this. And you can see what happened yesterday at the Senator Bernie Sanders hearing, how the FDA has been asleep at the wheel. They are not holding these food companies accountable. And it's activists like me that have to do this work. And it's really sad. Our politicians and our elected officials should be doing this work.
So you have a regular product, and maybe that product 10, 20, 30 years ago, there was just a couple ingredients. You know, you look at the ingredients, there's like 2 or 3 things. Now you look in the ingredients, there's like 50. And I can't pronounce any of them. What are the things that they're putting in there? Is it sugars? Is it toxins? Is it preservatives, additives? What exactly is it?
Well, in the last 50 or so years, there's been about 10,000 chemicals added to the American food supply, where countries in Europe only have 400 approved for use. A bowl of cereal like this that you would never know that has artificial food dyes in it, but this one has an artificial food dye called caramel color level 4. It's made with heating ammonia. It turns into a carcinogen, cancerous compound, according to the International Agency for Research on Cancer. This same cereal company does not use caramel color level 4 in the same cereal that they serve for other countries. Then you've got, America's favorite chips. This has Red 40. The FDA admitted yesterday that they have not reviewed the safety data for Red 40 in over a decade. When Red 40 was actually intended for use, it was intended at a very low microdose, like 20 milligrams. They're saying now that Americans get up to close to 200 milligrams of artificial food dyes that are made from coal tar and petroleum that are linked to hyperactivity in children. There is a chemical called Red 3 that's banned in lipstick, and it's been banned for a really long time, since 1990, over 30 years, but is still allowed in strawberry milk drinks that we give to kids and cancer patients.
All right, so
this is the problem with our FDA.
Food Babe, it's not just what they're putting in. They're trying to push people into eating this type of food, right? Like, so they say cereal for breakfast. Right? No, we should be eating eggs for breakfast, things like that, berries, right?
We need to shift the American diet to whole, real foods. And I'll tell you, when I did that personally, my whole life changed. I went off 9 prescription drugs and lived a life that I never thought was possible for the first time ever. And that's what I wish for every single American out there. Our ultra-processed foods by the food industry are being created to be ultra-addictive and make us fat and sick. And now we see that in the chronic disease rates that are skyrocketing through our nation.
This isn't bankrupting big food. That's not going to be the result. They're still going to make plenty of money, right?
Absolutely. We're not talking about banning all of these different foods. We're talking about making the foods the same way they make for other countries.
Right.
It's a rigged food system here in the United States.
Right. Instead of America last, where we get all the bad stuff and other countries get all the good stuff, America first. We should have the freshest ingredients. We should have the healthiest food.
Exactly.
On a baseline level.
Absolutely. And American companies have to do something ethical here. It's a moral obligation to serve us the safer version of their products.
Now you're getting a little crazy. Ethical. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's maybe strike for balance at first. Oh boy. All right, Food Babe.
I'm an idealist. What can I say?
You are. We need a lot of idealists right now. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.